That shit is the mad notes.
Yes, what's up? It's your boy Doctor from Soul Jettison, souljettison.com. Welcome to the Mad Note. I'm in the house today with my boy, Mr. DESEAN. At Baby Joe Made the Beat. The Cognac Cowboy. How you doing this fine evening, man? Welcome to the show.
Sir, I am doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. And y'all about to do a little practice up in here right after this, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Getting prepped for the show on January 31st on this Saturday.
The Mad Note.
Yeah.
Culture Club.
You're playing with Birthmark is backing you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, y'all done some stuff together before, man. It's real smooth. So, no, where you from? Are you originally from Baton Rouge?
Yeah, originally from Baton Rouge, North Baton Rouge. I was here for 20 straight years. Left, went to San Diego, Tempe, and then came back when I was 23.
Okay. And what were you doing out there when you were in San Diego or when
I
you
was
were
in
in
school.
Tempe?
I was in music school out there in San Diego at the Recording Arts Center for audio engineering. And then when I went to Tempe, I was running a smoke shop for a family friend out there.
Oh, so that's cool. So you pretty much gone the whole time COVID was
Yeah, I
going
spent
down.
COVID all out west. I'm talking about the strictest rules.
So how you like it out there compared to out here?
I like it out there. It's very expensive. But the thing that I do like about there is there's something to do every day, and there's a community waiting for you.
Right. Why? What kind of communities were you?
Anything.
What'd you get into?
You could get into anything. If you strictly just like karaoke and eating fried chicken at the same time, there's a place designated there for you. If you only like Dungeons and Dragons with bad bitches, there's a place designated there for you.
Right. Wow, that seems like a lot going on. And
Yeah.
that's a lot different contrast than Tempe.
Right. Tempe was a college town.
Okay.
So it'd be Tempe was closer to here than anything. So it's closer to like how Baton Rouge is.
Yeah, so were you doing a lot of music out there, out in San Diego or Tempe, either one?
San Diego, yes. Tempe, no. There was like 2 songs I recorded out there in Tempe, and that was it. I did one EP. The Baby Joe's Back EP was done in Tempe, but everything else I did not do that much in Tempe.
They didn't have any kind of big music scene or anything out
No,
there?
they were just kind of like developing it. It was in the budding age of like them going like, okay, well, we got a scene here. Like it felt like they were still waiting for that one person to pop out from there.
Okay. And not even online or anything. That seems odd for especially around a college town.
Well,
you know, that's the crowd. That's
I
the
think
young people.
majority of the music that came from out of there was like that rock or punk era. So like the R&B scene or hip hop scene there was still developing. There were other like music that's been coming from there and all that great stuff, but like the hip hop and R&B scene there, they were still trying to build a spot there.
Okay, so how long ago was this going down? How long ago?
I was in Phoenix, what, in 2021, 2022? Yeah. That's when I was out there.
Okay, and how old are you?
I am 27 right now.
27. Okay, so you're still pretty young, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Still.
I just look old. That's all.
No, you don't at all. Doing a lot of work, man. You look grown.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's the beard.
so which one of the 3 is the stage name? Because it's 3 different.
So the stage
personas,
name
right?
is DESEAN.
DESEAN.
DESEAN's the stage name. Baby Joe's my producer name. And then Cognac Cowboy was a nickname I just got. But it was all like, they're all like how you say persona. They're a version of me turned up on 10. It's just that DESEAN is like just the most like one that resonates because that's my actual name.
So have you put out any other music under any of those actual other names?
Oh, Baby Joe, I got like, well, when Dat Piff, before they deleted it, I was on Dat Piff as Baby Joe. And then I got one album on streaming under Baby Joe. It was the last one I put as myself. It was my senior year of high school. That's like the only thing that's on there on the streaming platform for me. But everything else, Baby Joe, is just me as producer.
So which one did you start doing first? Did you start singing first, or did you start making beats first? Or did they start pretty much the same time?
Made beats first. My partner Reese, I was making beats for him because when I was sending the beats out, everybody was like, I don't know what to do with that shit. So he was just like, all right, I'll rap on it. He rapped on one of them. He had a little following on SoundCloud. They got like 100 like 600,000 like views on it. So he was like, man, we gotta do this shit again. So we ran it back, and then we kept doing it, and then finally he was like, man, we gotta do something different. He was like, I know you be singing, and he was like, just sing on one of them beats. And I was like, I don't like being in front of people. He was like, man, just sing on the beat. So I get to singing. The song is still on my SoundCloud. You could hear it, and y'all done heard me sing before. I sound nervous as hell on that goddamn song, but everybody was like, "Oh, this is great," and I was like, "I'm shaking in my boots," but okay. So next he was like, "Man, do another one," and then I basically got bullied into it.
Yeah, a lot of times you're your own worst critic. So how long after? So that's when you first like started just singing. So when did you figure out like, man, like I could really go somewhere with this, and enough to? Is that what made you go to school, to the music school?
It was at the school when I figured out like, oh shit, I could probably do this.
Oh, so that's when you met these people. That's when you started making beats.
No, I started making beats when I was 13. So I was young as hell. I thought I was just gonna be a producer. So like at the time, I just wanted to be like Mouse on the Track and them. Like I was just like, man, if I give me one hit, I'm good. My partner, he was like, you started off me just making beats for, and then he was like, okay, sing with this hook. And then another song, he was like, okay, I need you to do a hook and a verse for this. And when I did it, I showed up. He was like, okay, that's your song. And I was like, I don't make music. He was like, no, that's your song. And so I ended up he basically was like, look, I'm gonna do every hook, but you got to put your own music out. So I was like, all right, fine. I went to school for it. My backup plan was to be an audio engineer. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this, make money, and everything else like that. I remember I was at a lunch break. I'm on the keys. And the song that I played on that motherfucker is on one of my albums. It was called Make a Choice. But I was just fucking around on it on lunch break at the fucking school. Did that. And one of the girls that she came out, and I was just fucking around on the keys, just doing some bullshit. And she was like, you have a really wonderful voice. And I was like, okay, cool. Found out she was top 4 of American Idol like 2 years before. But she was like, yeah, you should really do this. And then like my counselor from the school, he just his office was at the top of the studio. So he came down and shit like that. And he was like, I've been hearing you practice that for like 2 weeks. And so basically they was like, you need to really do this shit. And I was like, they didn't know me from a can of paint. So I was like, well, I might need to try this shit.
All right, so I heard you mention like Mouse on the Track. So that's for, as far as producers, who would you say kind of influence your style, like when you write
Mouse on the Track. Literally, Gus Make My Beats was one of the first people to show me how to make beats. Vintage Ripple, I gotta give him a shout out because he was one of the first people that like heard me doing something different and was like, nah, like keep doing this, but this is how you do this. Like I'm gonna show you how to make this appeal to everybody here. And then Cali Kilo. A lot of people don't see her as a producer. That motherfucker is talented. That motherfucker is talented as shit. Do not let her lie to you. That motherfucker is talented as hell. Like, plays everything. And she was friends with my brother, and my brother was just like, because I showed my brother a beat, he was like, this shit ass. Went to his job, and he was like, hey, look, this is my brother. His shit ass right now, but help him out. And she did. So shout out to her.
Yes, indeed.
And Kanye West. I couldn't go without saying Kanye West.
Kanye West. So as far as your original music, what would you say your style is? Like if you had to describe your style to somebody who's never heard of, like all of us in the room have heard your music before. So how would you describe it?
Ghetto gospel.
Ghetto gospel.
That's the best one.
And what's that?
I say ghetto gospel because it's like I tried for the longest to run away from like the fact that it's like, okay, I sound like somebody that sung in somebody's church. And basically just adding those elements together and seeing as how most everything come from gospel, it's really easy to transition in the country, transition into like R&B and all those other things because all that stems from gospel.
So because I've heard country, R&B, Zydeco, rap. I heard everything on all your music, or especially the new stuff that y'all been putting together. The stuff that you're gonna perform on 31st, I've heard a lot of it just from y'all practicing right here in the living room. Now I know what I know what my favorite song is. Well, is there a song on there that defines you? That's like, this is my whole style. This is who I am. This is
new album or just anyone I've put out.
Anyone you put out.
I would say.
And then tell us which one from the new album.
Anything that I've put out, I would have to say it would be Pretty Lady. It would have to be Pretty Lady.
Pretty Lady? It
would have to be Pretty Lady for any song that I put out because that one encapsulate like everything that I could do as a singer and also as a musician because I ended up rapping in the middle of it. But like, yeah, that's pretty much a great example of like, all right, this is everything I could do. For the new one, it probably had to be the song on the new one called Heaven's Door. And that one very much is like a very raw version of me. Like a lot of people probably ain't heard me talk like that.
Right. So, and is it in that way? Does it define you in like the same way that Pretty Lady does? You know,
No.
does it show your
defines
range, or is it
me-
more like saying how you are inside emotionally?
There we go. Pretty Lady defines me musically. This one would define me as a person.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I get that. Now, you know, you already know my favorite song on the whole project. Yeah, just in case. Yeah. That's my jam right there, man. It go hard, bro. But I wanted to ask you about one song in particular, and it's a song that I heard for the first time in the living room, and I'll listen to it, and it's "Steps of My Father."
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Tyrone.
Yeah, so did Tyrone worked with you on that?
Tyrone made that beat for that.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So my son, that's amazing.
And he lied because I was like, I need an R&B beat. And he was like, I don't know if I have anything R&B. Then sends the most R&B shit I'd heard in a while and was like, yeah, I don't know what you can do with that.
Man, so let me ask you about that. So what is that song about specifically? Because I'm catching a few things. You know, maybe that your dad was gone a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe worked a lot.
Yeah.
Or didn't have a lot of time for you or y'all.
So my biological dad, right, he got in on the tech in the 90s. So he was with the tech boom. So a lot of times he would be gone doing like work and stuff like that, or like he went after his career. So that song was basically like full circle. Like once I'm making music, I'm on the road doing all this music, going after my career, and I'm not picking my family. And it's like, damn, I'm following the steps of my father, even though I didn't do it the same way. Whereas, like, even though I wasn't like, yeah, I'm just fuck this kid and everything else like that. In my mind, in the song, I'm like, my intention is I'm doing this for us, but I'm doing the same shit my dad was doing.
Right. So you have kids? You have a...
Not at all.
No. Okay, so then what were you relating that? What were you relating that to?
It's seeing it beforehand. Like I'm very big on pattern recognition, right? And I'm very big on a person where I'm like, certain lessons need to be taught, not bought. There's certain lessons if you could learn it before you actually got to go through that shit, you ain't got to go through that shit. Where it's like, okay, if I can see the patterns of myself of, all right, cool. If I'm doing this, I'm choosing my career already before a kid even gets there, I'm gonna probably do the same shit once the kid get there.
Okay, so you're saying you already you saw a foreshadow in the book.
Yeah, and then also song wise, a lot of people can relate to that because there's a lot of people that's like, because us as humans, we think if I just don't want to do the exact same thing that they did, and you don't think of the source. Where it's like, well, he was going at this career too. You doing the same thing just because you ain't doing the exact same thing he doing. You doing the same shit.
Right. So so when you say he was gone a lot, you mean he was just completely gone, or he worked a lot of hours?
I got a stepdad.
You got a stepdad. You gone.
Yeah, this nigga was across time zones.
Okay, maybe I missed you. Maybe I missed you saying that when you said that.
That nigga was in Chicago.
Oh man! Wow. Oh,
Funny
my goodness.
enough, fun fact, even though he was like absent in my life, he's the one person who has the same exact voice as me.
Oh, he can sing too.
Yes.
So
yes. He was in Southern's band. Like he plays hella instruments. He's kind of a music snob.
And now, what about your mom? What did your mom do?
My mom was in choir. She was in. That's where the gospel part comes from. Even though he was very deep in churches too. My mom, she was in. They met because of competition choir. Like very joyful noise, sister act ass meeting of them two, and then yeah.
And I imagine she's still singing the choir.
Oh no.
No.
She always told me because she would get upset. Cause she was like, if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. Cause that's her whole thing. She was like, I stopped singing, and then like I can't really sing how I used to. She was like, you gotta use it. You gotta use it. She used to say that shit, and my grandma hit me with that. You know, if you don't go sing for the Lord, He gonna take it away from you. So yeah.
So do you go sing in church?
I done played the B3 in church. I used to sing a lot in choir in school, and I did it like a little bit when I was younger, but like not as much now. Only because like I'm usually working on Sunday at a church. But I had a time, oh yeah. But yeah.
Okay, so we mentioned earlier that you've done some of your live shows, well, most of your live shows with Birthmark, the band. That's the band with Tyrone. You got Roman the Great up in there, and Mr. Reno Armand.
Oh yeah.
And so Birthmark is basically the backing band. They do most of the backing for a lot of the Mad Note shows. So you've performed with a click track and you performed with the live band, and what's the challenges of going from the click track, which you know where everything starts and stops, to going with the live band, and how easy does their level of musicianship make it?
The click track is great if you want efficiency, and if you're thinking about, okay, I just want to do what I know. The difference with playing with them is there's a feel. There's the automatic feel that happens, and when it's a good time and everybody locks in, it's great, because then you could get the feel of the members and you get the feel of the room. And then also, you know, click tracks there's no variation. There's no humanity in the click track. There's humanity in the music, which then you can make it come alive. And then like a lot of times with Birthmark, they didn't turn my song into a whole different song. Night Move sounds like a reggae song when they play it.
Yeah, I've heard that a few times, yeah.